The Carpenter Bee by Kirsten L. This is Book 1 in the Nature's Little Samaritan series. To my daughter, for the memories we've shared through life and the pages of stories. Upon my sidewalk stood a bee. It was so big and scary. Huge black eyes stared back at me, its legs all dark and hairy. Black as coal and frightening, it made us both quite wary. We ran as quick as lightning, not a moment did we tarry. Hours inside, through the window we spied that creature in the sun. It didn't move, it didn't fly, it didn't even run. Why does it stay, Mom said to me, where it clearly doesn't belong? Let's take a closer look and see. Perhaps there's something wrong. There on its back, between two wings, a thorn had met its mark. The nasty point had pierced the skin of this creature, small and dark. So gently with a twig we pried that thorn from where it rested. The little bee began to buzz, its fragile wings it tested. Too soon it tired in defeat, too weak its strength depleted. Exhausted from the wound and sun, its wee will retreated. We gazed upon its resting form, like rainbows were its wings, and every color present there bejeweled this tiny thing. A cardboard ride we gave it then, to a backyard bush for shade. A small lid with water there we rested where it lay. At my library I discovered so much more about this bee. It was nectar he devoured while spreading pollen cheerfully. They discover it's a violet carpenter bee. They said he was a gentle guest, the carpenter of bees. Unless you're near his treasured nest, don't worry needlessly. Armed with understanding, we watched our tiny friend. A couple hours later, he was clearly on the mend. He buzzed a little here and there, preparing for his flight. Then off he flew above my chair into the starry night. As I reflected in my bed about this day's event, of creatures small and great, you see, a change I underwent. I felt a part of something grand, beyond what I can see. I felt a part of everything, and everything of me. Now explore some of the other beautiful carpenter bees in the trace and color section that follows. There's an eastern carpenter bee, a horsefly-like carpenter bee, valley carpenter bee. Now I encourage you to design some of your own. Included in the book is a glossary so that students and children can learn what it's like to start looking up words that they find unfamiliar. The end. Thank you for joining me for a reading of The Carpenter Bee. Please let me know if you liked the book. It's my first, and I'd love to hear from you. And if you did like the book, please share with others. Thank you.